Hi, I'm Barry Dutter. This week on The Takeaway, we're going to look at Atomic Blonde, the new action film starring Charlize Theron. Let's go. Here we are. My first takeaway from this film, Charlize, I think I'm saying that right, Charlize Theron, is pretty. There she is. Look how pretty she is. Isn't she a beautiful girl? My next takeaway from this film, Charlize Theron is very, very pretty. Emphasizing that. Very, very. My third takeaway from Atomic Blonde, Charlize Theron is really, really hot. Seriously, she's like the hottest woman working in movies today. Just look at that. Beautiful, beautiful woman. But can she make a good action film? Let's see. My next takeaway, a 125-pound woman can beat up any man. Yes, that's right. I'm calling BS on this. I'm sorry. Look, when Jason Statham or Vin Diesel or any current action star walks into a room and takes out 5 guys at once, you go, well, it's a little unrealistic, but yeah, I can see where that could happen. But when a skinny 125-pound girl walks into the room and takes out those same 5 guys, it just doesn't seem realistic. Look, I know she can kick someone's kneecap and she could karate chop you in the throat and maybe kick you in the nuts if she has to, but it's just stretching credibility a bit. I don't know. Look, let me put it this way. I've never had any fight training, right? I weigh 175 pounds. She's 125. She trained for like 6 months before she made this movie. I think I could probably take her in a fair fight. You know, no eye gouging, no nut punching or anything like that. Just a straight fight. I could probably take her. And you know, I've never been in a fight in my life, but it's just I have a weight advantage, and that's how fighting works. In this movie, she fights one guy who must weigh like 300 pounds, and she hits him in the face like 4 times in a row. She goes, pow, 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 pow. And all I could think of was, if I was that guy, I'd be like, yeah, that didn't hurt. I didn't even, it was like the wind blowing on me. It was like air. It was like air going shh, 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 shh. That's all. I would love to hear these Russians go back and report to their supervisor exactly what happened on this mission. I think it would be like this. So, did you get the microfilm? No, there was opposition. Opposition? From, MI6? Yes. Oh, they must have sent one of their best men, huh? Not exactly. What do you mean, not exactly? They sent, I'm sorry, maybe something in my ear, I wax or something, I can't hear so good, but it almost sounded like you said they sent a woman. Yeah, that's what we said. It was woman. Oh, they sent a woman. You mean like big, husky Russian woman? Like big, thick woman? No, she skinny woman. Like very pretty woman. Like model. Oh, skinny pretty woman like model. Oh, I see. You've never been in fight before? Oh, no, we've been in many fights. We train our whole lives. We could take any man anytime. We're strong. Right, but not strong enough to beat 125-pound woman. No, did I mention she pretty though? Very pretty? Yeah, I think you mentioned something about that. So, if you were to encounter this pretty woman again, do you think you would be able to beat her and fight? I'm thinking. Answer very carefully. Yeah, I think I could beat her. Really? No, I couldn't beat her. She's too pretty. I couldn't beat her. Yeah, I didn't think so. You're fired. And scene. My next takeaway from Atomic Blonde is 80s music rules, dude! From Depeche Mode to New Order to David Bowie, all your favorites are here. They did a great job picking the songs for the soundtrack, and the film is very stylish and very well directed, so my kudos to the director. The main skill that he has, this main thing that he does in this movie, he makes you feel like you're hearing all these classic 80s tunes for the very first time. So, well done, director. Excellent job. My next takeaway. A woman can make a generic action movie just the same as any man. Like I said, you could plug literally anyone from Bruce Willis, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, it doesn't matter. Go back to the 80s, Keanu Reeves, whoever, plug them into this movie. It's the same movie. The only twist Atomic Blonde has is that she has a lesbian scene, and, you know, they could have just had a male character have a scene with that same girl, and it would have been, it's like they just took a script written for a man and just put Charlize Theron in it, and kept everything the same. All right. There you go. Next. My next takeaway. Everyone in the movies has a healing factor. Whether it be the Fast and Furious movies or Atomic Blonde or, I don't know, name whatever action movie you've seen recently. It seems like every character in the movies heals from everything. Shotguns, explosions, doesn't matter what it is, beatings. Everyone except for this guy pretty much has a healing factor these days. My next takeaway from Atomic Blonde. Smoking is cool. This movie has more smoking in it than any movie I've ever seen. It takes place in the 80s, so all the smoking is done indoors. And it just reminded me of my old bartending days. I used to work in a sports bar back in the 80s, and all the customers would blow cigarette smoke in my face all night long, and it would get in my hair and my clothes, so the film brought back some very unpleasant memories. So we should subtract a point for that. My final takeaway from Atomic Blonde is that Sofia Boutella is pretty? Now, you know, on paper, she sounds like a beautiful woman. If I told you I had a girl for you, and she's tall and thin, and she has long dark hair and dark eyes, you'd be like, wow, she sounds like a beauty. But when you see her, she's got this big manly jaw, and the eyebrows are a bit much, and the eyes are kind of cross-eyed, I think. She's getting a lot of work these days, but every time I see her, like, I used to know this guy back in New Jersey named Rich Sarkovsky, and he used to have a chin just like this. Now, I'm not saying Rich Sarkovsky from New Jersey moved to Algeria, had a sex change operation, and became an actress. But I am saying I haven't heard from Rich Sarkovsky in a long time. That's it for me. Atomic Blonde was okay. I didn't feel like it was worth the $12 that I spent. Wait for home video on that one. That's all for this week. Charlize Theron, stay beautiful. I'm going to go have an 80s dance party. See you next time.